The value of VoiceThread is it's the power of the human voice.
It's so not fair. America doesn't trust us anymore. Today is my first day in camp.
And I think the best way to explain a VoiceThread is it's a visual podcast, and it always starts with an image. So in this case, what you have are about 22 images, and this is from a 4th grade class. They were going to have a day of tolerance. And they were going to have a speaker, and the speaker was Marielle Tsukamoto. He was going to come in and talk to them about the internment camps. So prior to her visit, the kids talked about the language of intolerance. The kids went in and they wrote words of intolerance on one side. When Marielle came to talk to them, on the other sheet of paper, they wrote words of tolerance. And as I look through them, I see a definite reflection of her impact. Words such as resilient and resiliency are in there. So then their next step it was a piece of writing, piece of historical fiction. Each child assumed the role of a child in an internment camp and wrote a letter to a friend outside. We then uploaded their artwork onto VoiceThread, and then they recorded parts of their letters.
April 15, 1943. Dear Iris, today is my first day in camp. But you know what? I can't believe they call it.
When I showed that to Marielle, she realized, these children absolutely have captured what the conditions for a child in an internment camp were really like. So Marielle responded, and then we were able to bring Bob Uyama in, and he has responded.
In Sacramento for a while, and then I had to say goodbye to all my Caucasian friends in the 1st grade class.
When the kids first sit down to work about it, generally it's about an assignment. They're going to come in and they're going to work on something because they've been given an assignment. But what starts to happen is they begin to see that they're actually creating content that others can use. That's a huge shift. When they realize that, that's when you really see technology as a leveler of the playing field. This particular VoiceThread, where you have the voices of the 4th graders talking about their perspective on a historical event, and then you have actual lived experiences from those who were in the internment camps. And it's one thing if we just saw it in writing, and certainly that is powerful, but to have the actual voice of the person who was there responding to your piece of writing, I think this is very validating to these young students as researchers, as writers, and as digital citizens. They're creating history. They're doing history. They're doing history.